Welcome to the Boise, Idaho Bahá'í website proposal. At the top left is a call us button, and at the top right is a share button. Will take us to just copy the profile, share to X, share to Facebook, share to WhatsApp, share to LinkedIn, share to Messenger, share to Snapchat, and share to email, and close. This is a simple 9-pointed star in blue that matches the blue background more or less. And we have the name or title of the website, the subtitle of the website. And these are the categories you gave me roughly. I'm avoiding home and I'm avoiding one other because 6 tabs fits across there better. And I have renamed these slightly to fit into a neater pattern, which will be obvious later. This is the About Us section, and it can be changed. I've put in placeholder information. You can, of course, write whatever you want to. There are basic facts, which can also be edited. I'm going to show you that later. This is the Baha'i Faith section, and there are 3 photos, the 3 central figures. We can do more of this. This is just what I have put together so far. This is Boise Community Life. This would be the calendar. This can link to an external calendar, or we could put in things on a regular basis. That means updating the public information periodically, or some other kind of maintenance thing. That's up to you. I would be happy to hear what works for you. This is the wider community involvement, and this is Treasure Valley cluster. This is the title, this is the type of meeting, and then this is a description of it and the link. But at any rate, these are the social issues you gave me. You gave me 7, and these are just stock photos from Baha'i Media Bank. I'm hoping maybe you can find an 8th issue to fill out the format, but that's entirely up to you. And I haven't bothered to fill in all of this information. I would suggest that you replace these photos, of course. This is a facts section that I am strongly suggesting, because when you read this, you will find that this is how you tell Google who you are, what you're about, and why you're here. This tells AI the same thing, and this is the format that works best for educating your public. And that way you get better questions when people want to know more. This is the contact section, and you have a contact form. This will need to be hooked up to either an email or an email list. Alternatively, you could simply hook it up to an email. It kind of looks good here, but there are several ways of doing this, and there's a free version. There's also a paid version. This is the map, and it could be just a map. It could be a picture of your building. It could be, and this link here could be your address. This could also be a Google Maps hyperlink. This is a QR code for the URL. This is live here, but it is not indexed by the search engines by design. This is for your approval and edification. These 4 social media buttons are places where you can link for more information if you want. And then these are the links from the International Baha'i Community, National Baha'i websites at Baha'i.org. I've changed Australasia to Oceania just because it's shorter and it fits into this format a little better in my opinion. And then down at the bottom, I have changed Baha'i websites to Tap Success, which is a domain that I started with in 2003. And when Haifa said you can't use Baha'i websites, I went to this. The terms privacy and cookies are and do not link, do not sell my personal information are addressed by this reseller store, and so that's partly why I can just link those issues, and it's a legalese labyrinth that covers my responsibility. This line down at the bottom, images are copyright. The Baha'i International Community is the condition for using the images from Baha'i Media Bank. In the bottom left is the link to get started on a subscription for one of these. This heart design link is where you could contribute something to my pockets, and this up arrow here takes you back to the top of the page. We're going to next look at the inside of this website, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye for now. The other thing I wanted to show you is what this looks like on a tablet and then on a smartphone. This menu changes to buttons that are quite easily used on the smartphone, and this scrolls very sweetly through the sections. All of these National Baha'i websites are linked from Baha'i.org, and I can tell you that if every National Baha'i website would link to every other National Baha'i website, would easily put the Cambodia Baha'i website near the top of the websites in Cambodia. And of course, the top button takes us back to the top. Now we're going to take a look at the inside of the page, and this is probably best shown in a split screen here, because this is the inside on the left and the outside on the right. Welcome to the inside of the website. We have 3 steps to launch your website, plus support and resources, and coming soon is an agent partner program. This is basically an introduction to say your website is all ready for you. It ranks in all the search engines. You can link it to all of your social media content that you already have. And this is the easiest, fastest, and least expensive way to get a really highly effective and very efficient website to build your community. This attracts new searchers to the social content you already have. And this is because Google can only go to public websites. It cannot crawl to private membership, social media, and limited websites. It can only cover public websites. And that's the failing of AI as well. It can only go to public websites. So Facebook is private, Instagram is private. Anything where you need a username and password is private, and they're banned from entering those. And that's where most Bahá'í content already exists. And this is the bridge between them. You can say the content we have here covers these subjects, this topic, answers this question, and then link to it. And this will be a bridge that will take people from Google, from AI, to your social content. Language code is essential. You do not want AI to guess. You do not want Google to guess. This is the site title, and this is what is here. This is the subtitle. This is where it appears here. So let me demonstrate this. I'm just going to put a 2 on here, and we're going to use update and save. And now there is a 2 in the title. And the way to fix that is simply use the back button and take it back off. This is your location, and this is the URL for your website. This is the menu name and the menu title. Here is the menu name, and this would be the menu title. Here is the meat of the website. This is the section that covers this, and here's what I mean. It's this is about, and this is about. Here it says about us, and here it says about us. Now there is sample text put in here that you can use or not use, and this is pre-filled, and this is how it appears on your website. You can simply change this however you like. The BR in brackets like this, in angle brackets, means break. It means line break. So that's why you have spacing here and here. This is the facts area. So this is founded. Here is 1844 AD, and here is 1844 AD. You can use this for your local community. You can decide you don't want it. If you don't want it, simply type none, and you can copy, paste, and that section is gone. You remove this, and now it's back. Bahá'í is this section here. We have the 3 central figures represented, and this is where you upload the image. Here is the title. Here is the text for that image, and the same for the others. I kind of like it that Abdu'l-Bahá is looking at the other 2 manifestations for the age. This section here is the button color, and we can say this should be a different color, and we update and save, and now this is a different color. This is more information. You can say we want to have more information about this. This is probably an easy way to link to a different source for this section. And this might be something you would want to do, and this shows up here. And the way to unpublish it in this case is simply to remove it. Here is the section on Boise community life, the upload image, the title, the category, the subject matter, action button. It can say contact, it can say call us, email, whatever. And this link can be a phone number, can be an email, it can be a calendar, it can be various other functions, and these are those other categories. These are the social issues. I simply used placeholder images and the categories that you gave me for this here. And you have 7 issues. Maybe you could find another one. It looks a little bit easier, I think, to have one more. That's what I have done here. I added an image and then realized we didn't have an issue, so I have uploaded a white image, and that's the only way to unpublish a photo at the moment. But you let me know if you want something else. The facts section is down here, and this is how you write this. This is the question, this is the answer, and so forth. You can turn off the facts by putting none in this box. You can also say here, this is how you can customize this section. This is a little bit of HTML in a magic box. The B is for bold. The I is for italics. And U is for underline. The P tags are for paragraph. And this is entirely under your control. One caveat here, use single quotes, not double quotes. You will find there are problems with double quotes. This is the contact section, and we do have fields for all of this, but again, you will need to have this connected to either to your email or an email list provider. We have an email list provider that works very well, but if you already have one, you should stay with it. This is the link to your address. You can put any address in here you want. You can put in a Google Maps link here if you want. And this is the social section for these buttons down here. You can say you want YouTube and this is the link, or you can say none to hide this. And if you can hide all 4 of them as you wish. The links to the national Baha'i communities are not editable. And the publish button is very simple. Robots and search engines, the ethical ones, will respect the no index, no follow links. And these are installed by default. And your website can be edited, shared, you can consult, approve until you are ready to publish. And Anytime you want to see the front page, you click Update and Save. I hope that is enough information for now, and I hope this is what you were looking for. Please let me know. Thanks very much. Bye for now.